In every life's journey, there's a moment of choice, a crossroad where two paths diverge, a point where we're faced with a decision to persevere or to quit. It's a universal experience, one that we all encounter regardless of our age, race, or status. The challenge might be as mundane as a difficult project at work or as profound as a life-altering illness, presents us with a test of our resolve, our determination, and our courage. Let's face it, we've all been there. We've all experienced that overwhelming feeling of wanting to throw in the towel. Might be because the goal seems too far away, the mountain too high to climb, or the road too long to tread. Maybe we're just exhausted, physically and emotionally, drained by the constant effort and struggle. Or perhaps we're afraid of failure, of disappointment, of judgment. It's a combination of all these factors, a perfect storm of doubt, fear and fatigue that makes quitting seem like the only viable option. Here's the thing, quitting is a decision. It's a choice we make, and it's often an easy one. Why should we put ourselves through the pain, the discomfort, the uncertainty, if we can simply walk away? It's a seductive thought, one that can easily sway us when we're at our lowest. What if we told you that quitting is never an option? What if we told you that the real victory lies not in reaching the destination, but in the journey itself? The lessons we learn, the strength we gain, and the character we build along the way. If we told you that every challenge, every obstacle, every setback is an opportunity for growth, a stepping stone towards becoming the best version of ourselves. In this video, we're going to explore this concept, going to delve into the psychology of quitting, the power of perseverance, and the tools you can use to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Buckle up and prepare for a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Because quitting, my friends, is never an option. Let's dive into this concept. Quitting, it's a word that carries a lot of weight. But what does it truly mean? When we say quitting, it often conjures images of failure, defeat, and disappointment. It's a term we use when we decide to stop pursuing a goal, a dream, or a relationship, often because the journey has become too difficult or painful. It's the moment when we feel overwhelmed, drained, and decide that we can no longer push forward. But let's take a step back and examine this concept more closely. Quitting is more than just throwing in the towel. It's a psychological process, a decision that occurs in the mind before it manifests in our actions. It's the result of a mental tug-of-war between our desire for success and our fear of failure. It's the culmination of doubts, insecurities, and fatigue that have been building up over time. Active giving up can have profound emotional effects. It can lead to feelings of regret, guilt, and self-doubt. It can leave us questioning our abilities and worth. We might start to believe that we're not good enough, that we're not cut out for the challenges life throws at us, and yet quitting isn't always about failure. Sometimes it's a decision made out of self-care and wisdom. It's about recognizing when a goal is no longer serving us, when the cost of pursuing it outweighs the potential benefits. It's about understanding that our time and energy are finite resources, and we need to use them wisely. So is quitting always a negative choice? Well, it depends. If we're giving up because we're scared of failing, because we're doubting our capabilities, then yes, it can be a negative choice. But if we're quitting because we've realized that a particular path is not right for us, because we've decided to prioritize our well-being over societal expectations, then it can be a positive, empowering choice. But is quitting always a negative choice? Let's unravel this mystery. Imagine wielding a weapon so powerful it can conquer any adversity. Picture a world where defeat isn't an option, where the only way is forward, and where challenges are merely stepping stones towards victory. This world exists, and it's right within your grasp. The key to unlocking this world is a simple yet profound concept: perseverance. Perseverance, the relentless pursuit of a goal, is a force that can turn dreams into reality. It's a mental muscle that needs consistent work and training, just like any physical muscle. It's about pushing yourself even when every fiber of your being screams at you to stop. It's about defying the odds, challenging the status quo, and rewriting the narrative. But what does it mean to persevere? Is it merely about resistance and endurance? Or is it something more? Well, the beauty of perseverance lies in its adaptability. It's not just about withstanding the storm, it's about learning to dance in the rain. It's about transforming challenges into opportunities and setbacks into comebacks. Perseverance is not about how hard you hit, but how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's about standing tall even when the world wants you to crumble. It's about understanding that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. It's about knowing that the road to success is littered with obstacles, but each one is a stepping stone, a lesson, a chance to grow. The power of perseverance is immense. It can turn the impossible into the possible, the unreachable into the attainable. It can overcome any challenge, conquer any adversity, and shatter any barrier. It gives you the strength to continue, the courage to persist, and the will to never give up. Remember, there are no shortcuts to any place worth going. The road may be long, the journey may be tough, and the climb may be steep, but with perseverance you can conquer it all. Perseverance is a weapon that we all possess. It's just a matter of using it correctly. Our world is full of stories that inspire and motivate, stories that are woven with threads of resilience and determination. Let's dive into the ocean of such narratives, where the waves of adversity have been conquered by individuals with an unwavering spirit of perseverance. Consider the tale of Thomas Edison, a name synonymous with the invention of the electric light bulb. But did you know that he made over 1,000 unsuccessful attempts before finally illuminating the world with his creation? Each failure was a stepping stone, each misstep a lesson learned. His journey wasn't smooth sailing, but he never gave up. He once said he has not failed, he's just found 10,000 ways that won't work. There's the story of J.K. Rowling, the mastermind behind the magical world of Harry Potter. Before she bewitched readers worldwide, she faced numerous rejections from publishers. Rowling was a single mother living on welfare, battling depression. And yet she clung onto her dream. She once remarked, "It is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." Let's not forget about the legendary Walt Disney, the man who brought to life the enchanting universe of Mickey Mouse and Friends. Before Disneyland became the happiest place on earth, Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity. He faced bankruptcy and numerous business failures, but did he give in to the pressure? No. Instead, he chose to believe in his dreams and persevere. And how about Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest minds the world has ever known? Diagnosed with a debilitating motor neuron disease at the age of 21, he was given just 2 years to live. But Hawking defied the odds, living to the age of 76. Despite being virtually paralyzed, he made groundbreaking contributions to science. His life was a testament to the power of perseverance. As he once stated, "However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at." These are just a few examples from the vast sea of stories that sing the praises of perseverance. Each of these individuals faced daunting challenges, encountered numerous setbacks, and yet they chose to keep going. They embraced failures, learned from them, and used them as fuel to ignite their journey towards success. Stories prove that quitting was not an option for these individuals. They chose to persevere. Their journeys remind us that the path to success is often littered with obstacles, but with perseverance, we can navigate through them and reach our desired destination. Let's delve into the realm of science and understand what happens when we think about quitting. You see, our brains are fascinatingly complex organs, constantly processing a myriad of information and emotions. When faced with challenges, it's our brains that spark the urge to quit. Feeling originates from a part of your brain called the anterior cingulate cortex, or ACCC. The ACC is like a little alarm system. When you're in a tough spot, it starts ringing, sending signals of discomfort and distress. It's telling you, "Hey, this is hard. Maybe we should stop." That's the urge to quit setting in. But here's the twist. While the ACC triggers the urge to quit, it also plays a crucial role in perseverance. When you resist the urge to quit, you activate another part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex. This area is associated with higher cognitive functions such as decision-making, problem-solving, and most importantly for our discussion, perseverance. Pushing through the discomfort, you're essentially training your brain to become better at enduring tough situations. Each time you resist the urge to quit, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with perseverance. Like a muscle, the more you exercise these pathways, the stronger they become. And the benefits don't stop there. Perseverance also stimulates the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that makes us feel good. It's our brain's way of saying, well done, keep going. This is why, after overcoming a particularly challenging task, you often feel a rush of satisfaction and accomplishment. So the next time you feel the urge to quit, remember your brain is simply doing its job, alerting you of the challenge. But also remember, you have the power to push through. By doing so, you're not only accomplishing the task at hand, but also strengthening your ability to handle future obstacles. Science shows us that our brains are wired to persevere, not quit. So how can we resist the urge to quit when the going gets tough? Let's dive into some practical strategies and tools to overcome the urge to quit. Up the power of perspective. Remember, your mind is a potent tool, and how you perceive your situation can drastically change your response to it. When you feel like quitting, remind yourself that this is just a moment in time. It will pass, and you will emerge stronger. Next, consider the 5-minute rule. When you're on the verge of giving up, tell yourself to keep going for just 5 more minutes. More often than not, you'll find that once you've started, you'll want to see it through to the end. Then there's the reward system. Reward yourself for every milestone you reach, no matter how small. It could be as simple as a 5-minute break, a cup of coffee, or a quick walk around the block. Rewards can seriously motivate us to push through the tough times. Another tool is the accountability method. Share your goals with a friend, a family member, or even your social media followers. When others know about your journey, it becomes harder to quit. You're no longer just letting yourself down, but also those who are rooting for you. The visualization technique. Picture the end goal and what it would feel like to achieve it. This can be a powerful motivator to keep you from quitting. Lastly, practice self-compassion. Understand that everyone stumbles, everyone has moments of doubt. It's okay to have these moments. What's important is that you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. With these tools in our arsenal, quitting can become a thing of the past. It's about understanding that the path to success is not always a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and bumps. But with each obstacle, we become more resilient, more determined, and ultimately more successful. So the next time you feel that urge to quit, remember these tools. Use them, adapt them, make them work for you. And above all, keep going. With these tools in our arsenal, quitting can become a thing of the past. As we come to the end of our exploration, there's one thing that remains clear. The journey we've embarked upon today, the stories we've shared, the science we've delved into, it all boils down to one universal truth. Quitting is not an answer. It's not an option. It's not a destination. It's merely a pit stop, an unwanted detour on our path to success. We've dissected the concept of quitting, understood its roots and the destructive power it holds. We've seen how it can creep up on us silently and stealthily, pushing us into a corner. But we've also discovered that this foe can be defeated. How? Through the indomitable power of perseverance. We've listened to tales of remarkable individuals who, despite the odds stacked against them, chose to keep going. They faced adversities, setbacks and failures, but they never let these stumbling blocks deter them from their path. Instead, they turned these obstacles into stepping stones, propelling them towards their goals. Their stories serve as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of perseverance. We've delved into the science of quitting, unraveled the psychological mechanisms that trigger this impulse. We've learned that our brain is wired to seek comfort, to avoid challenges. But we've also discovered that we can rewire this circuitry. We can train our minds to embrace the struggle, to find joy in the journey, to relish the process. And finally, we've armed ourselves with the tools to combat the urge to quit. We've learned to recognize the signs, to anticipate the triggers, and to counteract them effectively. We've equipped ourselves with strategies to keep pushing, to keep striving, to keep persevering. So as we step out into the world, let's carry these lessons with us. Let's remember that the path to success is littered with obstacles, But these are merely tests of our resolve. They are opportunities for us to prove our mettle, to demonstrate our resilience, to showcase our grit. Remember, quitting is never an option. Keep going, keep fighting, keep persevering. The world is yours to conquer.